What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Break Zone. I'm JT.
And I'm Lawrence.
And we're about to give you the grand finals here at Square Enix's Petit Cup in Los Angeles, California. It has been an amazing ride through all of the games today. We took you through 7 rounds of Swiss. We took you through the top 8 quarterfinals, and then we just took you through the semifinals and the top 4. And now it's the big match.
It's the grand finals.
It's the grand finals. What do you expect? Who are we seeing today?
Okay, we'll be seeing Brian Berkeley versus Azul Besares.
Azul is a player over from Modesto. We've actually covered him on the Break Zone. We're playing over down at Crazy Squirrel in Fresno. I'm sorry, Fresno is what I meant to say. So it's good to see a familiar face here in the grand finals of the Petit Cup, and it's awesome watching both players play through what we've seen them play through. Just to give everyone a quick look at the current bracket. Here you go, everybody. That's the current bracket. That's who's
made it to the top.
Who made it to the top. Those are the players in our top 8 and how all their matches faced out. We are actually seeing 1 versus 2. Usually you don't really see that in a tournament bracket, so it's great to see the top 2 positions battling out for the Petit Cup. All right, and we're super, super excited. Once again, we want to give a good shout out to Square Enix and Meta Potion for throwing the amazing Petit Cup here in Los Angeles, California. We, the Break Zone, are super duper excited and very, very humbled to be asked to give live coverage of this event, and we're having a great time. So shouts out to both of those organizations for setting up such an amazing event. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take you guys straight to the grand finals here. It's gonna be awesome. Really excited to see who's gonna come out at this, and let's see what the players are up to now.
All right, so they're getting ready, about ready to start a timer. Grand final, they're really excited. And
all right, okay. Here we go. Players are ready to go. The timer start, and game is ready to rock.
The timer is on.
All right, we have Azul here playing Mono Lightning. We have Brian, and we've seen Brian on our stream a lot today playing Fire and Ice. I believe both of these players have already played each other earlier today, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't quite remember if they played each other specifically, but we have seen both of them on stream for sure.
Right, and let's see what's going on here. Who's going to go first? This is so exciting. This is like... It's been such a long road to get to the grand finals today, and it's really, really exciting to see the 2 players here right now.
But at least you know about the meta. It's Ice did not take everything.
Right.
It did not end up being Ice against Ice in the grand finals, meaning that, hey guys, if you're not playing Ice, you still have a chance.
We have Zul sitting here playing, pitching Nadia for a 1-drop summoner, overpaying for that with a really useful card actually. I wonder if he didn't have anything else better to play here.
I guess maybe he just really needed that backup.
Right, he might have just really needed that backup. All right.
Oh,
first turn. We're going to go pitch a Sid and a fire card. Go ahead and do the Sid Reigns, and a fire card to grab the other Sid. It's going to get you a Final Fantasy 6 forward. And let's see. I'm guessing he's going to grab Celeste.
and there it is.
Strangely, he didn't grab the foil one, so...
Maybe he has it in his hand.
That's what I'm thinking, too, because I would always grab the foil card.
The foil powers.
The foil powers are strong. Very, very strong. All right, looks like he's going to go ahead and grab that Celeste. Azul's going to play... He's going to pitch what looks like an Azul, strangely enough, to play a Lulu backup.
Correct. He might be holding on to Al Cid or something like that, trying to just let his opponent play into it.
Right.
Okay, with 1 Cid back up, what do you do?
Let's see what he does here.
You play a...
I wonder if he's going to play aggressive. I actually haven't seen him play that Furion all day. He's going to play that Zidane.
All right, Zidane.
He's going to go ahead and...
I believe he'll draw a card.
To draw, or is he going to choose to make Azul discard? It looks like Azul's thinking about what card to discard, so he's going to force Azul to discard. Azul's going to go ahead and discard Aridia. He's going to pitch the Celeste to play the Black Mage here and pass his turn.
I don't know if the Black Mage is going to be as effective against Lightning as it was against Fire.
Right. We'll see. I'm not, especially with the Lulu out, I'm not sure that Black Mage is going to do a whole lot. But
Maybe
you know
just
what?
need the backup.
Incremental damages definitely help. We've seen Brian in the Fire and Ice really just chip away. He is a strong player, methodical in the way he plays, clear understanding of
The game mechanics.
the mechanics and how to pilot ice. Wow, we see Azul playing 2 one-drop summoners, really helping him ramp up. But I'm a little bit worried about the usefulness of his backups right now.
I
Is
think
he
in the
just ramping up? Is that
I think
really
early
what it
on
is?
you just want to make sure you hit that stable point of 3.
Right, but
And I think that's
his
where he is.
backups might not be as useful as, say, what they could be. He's pitching a Sabin. He's going to play a Genesis. He's going to Dull Freeze that. He's going to go ahead and go in there and swing on the Zidane.
Alright, taking the first point of damage on the Zul.
Azul is taking the first point of damage, and there you go. Flipping
Idia
over an
for
Idia.
3.
Wow, for
Oh.
3. He's going to crack that
Zidane.
Zidane here.
Well, good thing he played 3 backups, because otherwise he would not have done anything.
Exactly. That's a good play on those backups right there. Zul's going to go ahead and go. His Ramza is dull and frozen. He's got to do something. He does not want to take that Genesis. Genesis has been doing a lot of work today throughout the entire event.
Yes, he has.
Right into a Black Waltz. He's going to target the Genesis. Not much he can do there other than just target the Genesis and get a body out in the field.
The Black Waltz is going to put in some work. Definitely an efficient blocker
Right.
to take on Genesis.
Right, just going to block when he goes into break zone. He's going to go ahead and ping another again. And it's going to be enough to deal with Genesis at this point. Unless
It would be.
Brian has anything that he can do here.
We're going to have to take a look and see.
That's pitching. That's 2 Sabins in the graveyard already.
I guess he's
the
not
break
going for,
zone.
I don't think he's going for the Sabin place.
No, looks like he's going to go
is
ahead
that
and
enough? Is that enough
ping
damage?
that?
It looks like it's enough damage.
It
Is it enough?
is. I
Seven
think so.
da-
No,
no.
well, Azul has a chance
7,000.
to respond by dropping
Correct.
some cards, but it doesn't look like he's going to.
He's
gonna
going to
go
give
ahead.
something minus 2,000, but
Right.
that's not going to be
That's
very
kinda
effective
right.
this time.
Wow, that is. He's gonna have to take another point of damage. He hits the
And that's a
dragon.
dragon. Ooh.
Dragon would have been very useful right now.
Would have helped.
Would have helped, and he's going to take another point of damage. Again, we see Brian coming out very aggressive with the Genesis play here. I don't think he's done with his turn. Oh, and there you go. Let's see what Azul can do. He's already taken 2 points of damage. He's lost 2 Adias. He pitched 1, lost another one on the
Damage zone.
damage zone. He did get the benefit of the EX burst on that one though, which is great. He really only needs to worry about that Genesis. I don't think the Vivi is going to do all that much damage to him.
I think he'll be fine taking on the Vivi, but he does have to worry about the Genesis. At this point, I don't think you want to go around swinging the fences when on the backswing you lose a card on top of the damage.
Right. I totally agree with you there.
And I think so far, whenever we've seen Azul play, he hasn't played too much of the overly aggressive play style.
Right.
So at this point, I think it's he's just looking to stabilize.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to stabilize right now. I don't know if he only has 4 cards in his hand.
I believe so. I'm not sure if it's
An
3 or
Al Cid
4,
would
but
be
we'll see.
Perfect right now, actually.
Well-
He's going to go ahead and do the Black Mage on the Vivi. That's a solid play right there.
All right. Advances your backup.
Advancing your back up, gets rid of somebody. He's going to pitch
let's see
another
what
card.
else
He's
he's
going to
got.
play the Behemoth.
All right. So gonna have a Ramza versus a Genesis, and let's see if Brian wants to go with that.
Well, the Rams is definitely going to beat out. All he has to do is discard some cards. But I don't
That's
think-
2 cards.
That's 2 cards. I think he's actually just going to take that damage and lose that card anyways.
Or pitch a card, make Behemoth a blocker.
Right. Is he going to? He's going to lose that card anyways. He might as well get rid of Genesis while doing it.
Correct. Not take the damage.
Not take
get
the
rid of-
damage.
get
Pitch
rid
the
of-
card. Turn Behemoth into a monster. Block. You're going to lose the card regardless. At least you could lose the Genesis.
break the
as well.
Genesis.
You could break the Genesis as well. There you go. He's going to go ahead and do that. He's going to block, break the Genesis. Genesis is not going to do enough damage here.
I'm gonna take a look. He's gonna dull 2. What is
Yep.
he gonna do with that? Is he gonna Shiva? Shiva. Oh wow. All right, so
Okay.
they're both dull,
They are both dull.
but he has no cards in hand, so he doesn't take the damage. Doesn't lose out for that.
Yeah.
Still takes the damage though.
Right. Right.
But he definitely has so many backups. I'm not sure how much that hurt him. Well, besides the damage, of course.
Right.
There you go,
ahead
and a
do
selfie.
Selfie. Oh, he's got 3 points of damage. So Brian is still methodical on putting damage out on his opponents.
You gotta get it when you
He's
can.
gonna swing in with that Ramza. And he's gonna flip over a removal.
Let's see what else he wants to do for his turn.
Let's go ahead and
3.
play into the
Archangel.
Archangel EV. We've already seen that card a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring it up for our viewers here.
It's gonna be effective enough to block the Genesis.
It is going to be effective enough to block the Genesis. That's a very good play there over on Azul's end.
Let's see what Brian has to say about it. He still even has the CP available from his backups to activate to get Behemoth to become a blocker.
Exactly. That Archangel is going to do a lot of work. Yeah.
2 cards in hand, so I'm sure he
Right.
wants to use his turn to block and break Genesis if he were to attack.
Right. Right. He's only got 2 cards in his hand right now on Brian's end. He might need to take some damage here to kind of rebuild a hand to do something. Oh no, he has 4 cards in his hand. I'm sorry. Well, he definitely has cards in his hand. He's gonna go and swing with that Genesis. I would block with the Behemoth.
Let's see if he wants to do that again.
Right?
Well, let's take a gamble and hope that Brian doesn't have another Shiva in hand.
Right.
He's gonna make the decision now.
I know both of these players are playing very calmly, but there's about 20 people surrounding them right now, so pressure is an understatement right now. Both of these
Yeah.
players are definitely under the spotlight as players are gathering around them at this event and watching this grand finals unfold. It's quite the thing to see.
So Archangel has been declared the blocker.
Right?
Genesis is gonna get a pump from Selfie, I believe. There you go.
Yep.
Make it come out on top. And let's see if Azul has any reply to that. Oh, but it actually is 9k.
Yes.
They will trade. I
They
forgot
will
about
trade.
the Lulu. Lulu is right there at the bottom right.
Exactly.
And that was a 7k Archangel that also took 2,000 less damage from opponents and
Right.
dealt two extra 1,000 damage.
Exactly. That Lulu's putting in some work. Let's see
Oh,
what.
and how is she going to do it about Celis? We'll have to see.
Yeah. All right, thank you once again for joining us here at the Square Enix Petit Cup Grand Finals, as we see Brian and Azul battling it out for the championship and the trophy and all the bragging rights that comes with it. Looks like Azul's going to go ahead and swing in with his Behemoth, flipping over a Loki. That's really, really good, because we've seen Brian play that. He's going to play into another Archangel. Wow, okay. That's definitely going to help him here on trying to block that Celeste.
Looking at the backups in play, there's 3 versus 4.
I like the backup. I like
I
what
think
Azul's
they're doing pretty well.
They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But right now, Brian's got to do something.
He does not have the board advantage right now.
Keep hitting him.
On top of the fact that Ramsa can also give himself first strike and plus 1,000 power if he wants to, which would take out Celis.
Yes. Ramza is dangerous.
Currently, all of Azul's forwards would be able to take on Celis.
Right, because they all benefit from Lulu, giving everybody 1,000 power if you're a lightning forward.
Let's take a look. Celis coming in swinging. What does Azul want to do?
I would block with the Archangel.
Does it seem like too much of a simple play? Is there a plan behind Brian's
There's always a
madness?
plan, but you're gonna have to
Probably.
call him. You're gonna have to call him with that bluff.
I think at this point-
he's gonna take that damage.
I think at this point it was a case of selfie, the selfie activation being a possibility that just out.
He's
And
gonna go
Azul
ahead and-
just
Yeah,
play carefully.
he's gonna do 4,000 damage to I believe Ramza.
Most likely, yes, and probably might follow that up with a Sid Reigns. No, chill.
Wow.
Oh, don't freeze too.
Oh, see, that's where the monsters come in because that's actually not a forward.
Correct. So he was not able to target Behemoth, who attacked last turn, because during his own turn he was no longer a forward.
Wow, I would play that Dark Emperor as fast as humanly possible. You're gonna stop that selfie. You're gonna stop everything.
Looks like he plans on doing that. Just that.
I would play that Dark Emperor as soon as humanly possible.
Or maybe
He's gonna
attack
swing
first. All right, let's see what Brian has to say about it. He's going
Brian's
to take
gonna
it,
take that point of damage.
and that's a
flip it over
Renoa.
Renoa.
Ooh, that hurts.
Not so much right now. Brian doesn't have the board presence to actually use Renoa.
He doesn't, but he can build up. He's already
Sure,
dealt
he
4
does.
damage to Azul.
I would play that Dark Emperor so fast.
I think he is going all the way in.
Yep.
And it looks like no answer. Taking another point damage. Red Mage going down. Okay, Azul, are you gonna play that Dark Emperor?
I hope so, because if not, that Black Mage, that Jill, and that Selfie are going to give you problems all day.
Correct. That selfie is actually a pretty big problem right now.
There
you go.
Then he plays that Dark Emperor. It's going to just cause a lot of issues on Brian's end. Brian likes to use a lot of these activations and special abilities. Now he's not going to be able to do any of his combat tricks. Putting him in a really tough spot right now.
Okay, let's see what Brian has in mind. Draws his cards.
He's definitely got options. I would take this
He
damage.
has some options. They're not really all
Take
that
this
great.
damage so fast if he chooses to attack. I would not sacrifice blocking with that Dark Emperor at all.
Unless... Just kidding. Two
I
cards
would
in
take
hand.
that
Is that a
and
Cyclops?
trade.
I don't think it's a Cyclops. If it was, it'd be pretty entertaining
I
though.
would definitely not block right now.
But what if he has Cyclops?
Well,
I think he's fine. Backswing should be fine. Oh. Is he...
Is he doing something else?
Not sure.
Don't think he can activate anything right now.
No. He...
He's gonna Bahamut. Did he decide to block, or is Bahamut big enough to take away Dark Emperor?
Target. Oh, removed from game.
Right.
That's
because
fine.
he's a Bahamut.
Did he take the damage? Was that was he declared a blocker?
I
No,
believe
he
he
was
declared
not.
a
He was
blocker.
not.
Oh no!
There you go.
There you go.
The 5th point of damage goes through. Bahamut is definitely large enough to take down the Dark Emperor.
Yes, it is, and remove him from the game.
Alright, cracking his Black Mage.
Right? He's gonna go ahead and blast the Ramza, which already took the 4K from Celeste, but Azul was able to save it by using Ramza's power.
Yes, he used his ability in order to boost it by one more
That's a
thousand.
pretty good move
on
right
top of
there. I
Lulu.
like that.
Correct.
I like that. This looks
yeah,
like
definitely
game to
not
me. Am I missing something here?
2 cards in hand.
This looks like game. If
We'll have to see. He has to play it out. Alright.
always
Like-
smart to play that Emperor first.
But it could be a summon though.
Make sure there's no shenanigans there.
Shiva summon could definitely hold off the tide.
Yes, a Shiva summon can hold off the tide. And and let's see if it's going to
But keeping that Jill activation from being able to be an option definitely helps you try to steal the game.
All right, looks like he's going to take that. Oh my goodness gracious!
Well, it's not going to stop the other active forwards from attacking.
Forwards, but if he doesn't win out here, it's going to be rough times.
He picks the Ramza and the Archangel.
Swing right here.
Ramza comes in.
Is this it? This is gonna put Brian at 6 points of damage right here.
Yep. And after that, just waiting for the behemoth to come in.
No help on that EX burst. That's not 6 points of damage.
Let's see what's left.
He's gonna swing in with that behemoth. Play the Jill. He's gonna Shiva both of those.
And saves him one more turn.
Azul should hope to bring something out to block.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. It might be a case of the slow bleed.
Wow. Okay, let's see what he can do here. He's at 1 point left before he loses this first best of 3 here at the grand finals at the Square Enix Petit Cup. He's looking at 4th and 30 right now. Oh, it looks like
he has a couple options though. If he can get another forward out, oh, too late though. I was gonna say if you could Velias out of forward.
Oh, the idea is gonna crush Celeste. The EX burst gods are out,
and that might.
He's gonna bring that Setzer. He's gonna search for something.
Is it Celeste? Oh,
search
okay.
For Loki, and he's gonna pass his turn. I'm not sure there's much you can do here.
I don't think so.
6 to 6. 6 to 6. He's able to get the Setzer out. I don't know if he can even play the Loki here, but let's see. I think those might be.
Let's see what they're able to do. I think Azul doesn't even have to play any cards. He could just go in and finish it off right now.
Well, his Ramza and Archangel
they're already frozen from the
so
gel. Correct.
I would not
just straight. No, you don't need to. You could just go in and finish it right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's lethal.
That's lethal.
It should be, at least. And there you go. That's lethal game
That's
1.
right. There you go. And Azul takes the first of best of 3 here. The grand finals. That's really quite the game that Azul just played, isn't it?
It was.
He was on it. I mean, it was 6 to 6. It was close, but I felt like Azul had control of that board the entire match.
Let's see. Yeah, I think he just kind of had the better answers in the end.
I feel that way too. I really like the way he played. He made the right decisions. With what he had, he got so much more value out of that Lulu than I thought he would.
It's kind of the ice fire thing. You just normally you just have enough, and if somebody is able to go over the top of that, it's like
right.
I just don't quite have enough anymore. Yeah, right. That Lulu plus the Ramza activation just put him out of the range.
Yeah.
That really kept Ramza alive and definitely changed things up.
Right.
I mean, it was a definitely close game. It went to 6 to 7, and I mean, if there was one less forward out, maybe Brian could have gone in. I mean, I'm trying to remember exactly the course of the turn of events, but Brian got close.
Yep. Hey, everybody. I'd like to thank everyone who's joining us here as we bring you the grand finals here of the Square Enix Petit Cup. It's been an exciting round of plays today. We're happy to be streaming this for you guys. And it looks like here at the grand finals, Azul, who is ranked number 2 after all is said and done, heading into the top 8, is just one match away from claiming the coveted Petit Cup. If you guys ever want to know what it looks like, take a look at our Facebook and we will show you. We've taken pictures of all the prizes. It looks amazing. So both of these players have fought long and hard all day today. It's great to see them here at the grand finals.
The prizes today were just look amazing. We're talking about trophies, plushes, autographed mats from Kageyama,
Yep, that's
I think
just
there's a box.
amazing stuff.
There's the Dark Cecil promo, the Earth Cecil promos,
Right.
and foil. They look so amazing. I
Yeah.
really want them, but I didn't get them yet. So.
Looks like Azul on his first turn played a Zalbag into a Magus,
I believe so.
and we have Brian pitching a Lock into a Black Mage. Both players are playing slightly conservative here, none of them overreaching on the first turn.
Let's see who has a good follow-up play.
Right. Let's see. It's always interesting to see the second and third turns play out.
The first couple of turns really set the pace for the rest of the game.
Exactly. He's going to pitch the Rigdia to play into a Behemoth. That Behemoth is just going to work for Azul today. It's doing a lot for him.
Oh, completely. It's been
It's
amazing.
really, really good. You know, that ability is just wow for a forward, but it's a monster that gets past like board wipes and off-turn Odins. I mean, it's pretty good. I like it.
Let's see what happens now.
Looks like Brian's gonna play it, man. Yeah, sticking it over here. All right, he's pitching the Goliath. Something else. He's gonna play the Setzer. Looks like he's probably gonna search for a Celeste.
Most likely, and
He's gonna search for the Sid. The Sid's gonna help him grab a Celeste.
I think it was.
Or a low.
No, I think it. I would
Not
think it
gonna
would
be
be
able to
sus.
have a chance to play it, but
I think he was searching for that backup. So that's another thing that we learned from Final Fantasy IX and the 9 package is that sometimes you get a time to get an ACO to just smooth out your backups.
right,
you know?
right. Kind of work out the kinks of a bad hand, or
Correct.
You know, the variations that in which you draw. Right. So sometimes it's really just helpful to smooth out that curve.
Getting to 2 or 3 backups is usually ideal for most decks. Very few decks run anything run smoothly when you have 1 to 2 backups.
Right.
There's some of them that do run with none, but that's really up. You have to really build your whole deck around the fact that you're not going to play any backups.
We all know Gilgamesh is the strongest sword in those decks.
He is the strongest sword. That's what we've learned since Opus 1.
Oh, so Azul staring down the Setzer. Let's take a look at that Setzer.
All right.
It's a really strong, really good card in its own.
I mean, it's not bad. We're talking about like a 5 ICP,
Yeah, I don't
7K.
technically like the 5 part. He's a bit under the curve. At a 5,
But
want.
he's technically a 3. I mean, the fact that you get to search out a card, like you just get 2 CP's worth of card out of him from just playing him. And the fact that when he breaks, he actually has a relevant ability, which Dolan freezes.
Right.
Oh, there you go. The value Archangel.
The value Archangel. That Archangel is getting a lot of play today. Seeing the board a lot. Yeah.
Looks like Azul. Both players are playing a little bit low on the backups, but Brian's
They're being
most likely
very careful.
I think they've learned that the ones that kind of play their cards effectively don't lose out as much in the long run.
All right, pitching to Saban to play that Sid. He's going to go ahead
get
and
the
grab the
Celes.
Celes.
Or could be Locke, but Celes, I think.
Celes is actually he's thinking about it right now. Locke is going to make him discard, but Celes is also going to come in there.
The Celes has always been the target.
Celes is always that target, man.
Yeah.
It's so good.
All right, let's see what happens now. Oh, that's something else to play, and there's a Celes right now.
Freeze that. Oh, that is
early game backup freeze when you only have one out.
Yes.
That hurts.
It hurts. It hurts. You're gonna have to
All of a sudden,
overpay this turn.
or hopefully draw into a 2 CP backup and finally play another one. I'm just gonna have to deal with it, I suppose.
Yep.
Alright, let's see what he can do.
All right, let's see what he's going to do here. He's got to play. Do you feel like he's trying to react right now a little bit too much? Oh, he just pitched the Summoner.
Oh, he was waiting for it, I think.
He's going to pop that Celeste with the Onion Knight, and there it goes. Wow.
And Archangel? Would Archangel go in? No, I think it's...
Nope, Archangel is going to go in. It's not going to die on here.
Yeah, but on the backswing, do you really want to block Setzer? Both of your forwards besides Behemoth are going to be a little bit too small.
Oh, I would just take that damage.
You know, but then that doesn't... Well, I guess in the end, if you
just
feel
take
like
that damage.
you can keep the momentum going,
Right.
that's an effective play.
Oh, it's always a little bit funny when you see an opponent stare down an Alcid, and then what they do immediately after. It's like, oh man, a lot of players, they feel like they need to like catch up, so they try to play hyper aggressive and they try to pitch a lot of cards to get board state back. It's really interesting to see what Brian's going to do here. Is he going to go ahead and do that over? Is he going to stretch? Nope, he's just going to play into a Devout. He's going to let his Setzer do a little bit of blocking. Nope, that's a good idea. He's going to be taking a fair amount of damage here on this swing. Go ahead and take a look at this break zone because he just played the Devout.
I'm not sure if Brian has a good answer to wipe the board state, actually. He plays a lot of the incremental advantage,
right.
And coming from that far back with just a Setzer and 3 backups, I'm not quite sure if he's going to be able to handle the board state as it is. Not so much because his opponent only has 1 backup, but just the fact that all those forwards are out. If Azul is somehow able to get rid of that, to deal with that Setzer, it's going to be a big problem. If Azul can get rid of that
Setzer, like right now, it would be
because
amazing.
Right now both Archangel and Behemoth can swing in with impunity.
I would even pitch 3 cards and play a 7-drop Odin to swing in for 4, if possible.
Correct. That would be a very aggressive play, but it might not be wrong.
All right, he's going to go ahead and ping that
Setzer. 4,000 and just swing in with everything.
He's going to swing in with everything. Everything is going to win here. Really put Brian at a major disadvantage.
Archangel first.
Archangel first. Is Brian going to go?
Keep in mind that...
Oh, the Jill. Okay. It's going to save him something on the next turn. I would just swing with everything now. Because it really doesn't matter.
Dual freeze. The Setzer. We'll keep it around.
The Furion, no help there.
Well, technically, he has Archangel and Alcid both frozen.
Right.
If he swings with Alcid, it's going to be frozen as well.
Yeah.
And if he blocks with Setzer, then he can freeze the Onion Knight as well.
Right.
I guess he's keeping that Setzer around for a reason. Maybe he's hoping for a lock.
I would swing right now with that Behemoth and make him use that Setzer.
I would as well.
Make him use it. You have an advantage, and you need to press that advantage. If you're going to leave him with the Setzer, and then you're going to have to worry about that Setzer on the back turn, on the backswing, I'd rather not. I'd rather just push through now, because you have immediate board advantage right now.
Correct.
Unless he has something else he wants to play, I would just swing with that Behemoth, keep my cards in my hand, and
he's deciding, and I think he's gonna
no, he's gonna go ahead and just blast that.
So last point of damage, for the last couple points of damage on the Setzer,
right?
Putting in the break zone.
That works too.
Azul definitely has board control at the moment. I mean, sure, 3 of his 4s are frozen.
Right.
But
he still has that.
And he only has 1 backup, though. So if Brian were to somehow be able to catch up, that would be ideal for him.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't crack his Devout. He's going to go ahead and force Azul to discard.
Discarding a Dice Dog.
Going to pitch to save it, to play into a Red Mage. That might be a little too late right now. We'll see.
It might be.
Let's see what Azul's going to draw here. He is definitely up 4-0 right now.
Yeah, but his three of his fours are still dull.
That's true.
One backup. Let's see what he's got. Playing another backup. And Summoner's doing some work there.
Yeah, I mean it's a pragmatic play here, just to get into another backup right now because you're not looking at imminent board danger.
Correct.
You're just giving your opponent a little bit more of an out. Hope to gosh that he doesn't establish any more of a board control right now, because basically anything he throws out will be able to block Alcid and Onion Knight.
Correct.
So let's
Another thing though is that even if something can block Alcid and then Unite, if you actually party attack with them both, then that's a different problem. It's a different issue.
He's asking for a card count in Azul's hand. Azul only has 2 cards in his hand. What is he trying to do here, Lou?
I think he's just trying to go for the win.
No, I mean on Brian's end. What is he trying to ascertain?
I don't know. I think he definitely could have a couple answers, but I mean they're not all that great. Vivi would do some things, but okay.
He's got 5 now. Is he gonna pop his Devout for something?
You probably should.
You probably should pop it for something. Saban's not gonna help you right now. He's gonna try to swing and get some damage in.
Ooh.
I would actually pitch a card to block.
Block kill?
Or you take the damage. Oh, that Emperor!
He's just fine. The Emperor is not doing too much.
The Emperor would stop that Devout.
Oh, that's true.
If he was not going to use it this turn. Oh my goodness. That
He's
Emperor
like, maybe I should.
He's like, you know what? Maybe I should use this Devout right now before he gets completely shut down.
Before the second Emperor comes out.
Right.
Let's get rid of that.
Wow, that was a really fortuitous damage point right there for Brian. That Dark Emperor would have shut down everything that he has. Yeah,
correct.
So many things right now.
He might have put the final nail on the coffin if he did.
Yes, I believe so. He's gonna have to crack this now. There's nothing else he can do. He has to crack this and play something else.
Bringing in a
Celeste. He's gonna go ahead.
Freezing the probably Archangel or the backup. The Black Mage. Actually, yeah.
So let's see. He's gonna go ahead and do that. He's going to pitch another Devout to play into a Genesis.
Oh, he's definitely establishing a board at this point.
Yes, he is. Both Archangel and Genesis are... both Archangel and Black Mage are frozen. Can Azul do anything here to continue the pressure?
I mean, Azul's force can come over the top. Behemoth can swing in, take out Celis.
Right. If Behemoth swings and he blocks, it'll take out Celis or Genesis, either one.
Yes, most likely Celis. You're going to trade.
And you just hope, if you have that Cyclops right now, I would just swing with everything.
Correct. So he's going to take a look to see what he was putting the brakes on so far.
Wonder what Azul has planned right here. It's really.
I think he's just gonna flood the board and swing in.
I think that's what
he's probably waiting for the Lulu to make everything big enough to just do whatever he wants.
Right. Let's see what. It's exciting. He's 3 points away from being our Petit Cup champion.
Correct.
That's got to be exciting. It's got to be.
But he's got to keep calm about it because he's got to finish this off.
He's got to actually win it first.
All right. 1 CP.
going to
3
pitch that
CP.
Ramza. He's going to go ahead and play into the Lulu, making everything a whole lot stronger. We saw that Lulu
Pass the turn.
and passes his turn. It's a solid play, actually.
Yeah, he's moving his.
Moving his board state forward.
Oh, he definitely is. Boosting everything and getting an extra backup in the
Yep.
while he's at it. Let's look at Brian's options. Staring down a pretty scary board. Celis walks in anyways. Celis don't care. And flipping a damage off the top, and it's an Al Cid. Not very useful when you already have one in play.
Right.
Dealing 4,000 damage to the Archangel from the Celis ability of damaging your opponent, dealing 4,000 damage to a forward. And
Let's see what he does here.
is he going to attack with Genesis as well? If you attack with Genesis, you might just open him up to a backswing that's just a little too large for him to handle. But he has enough backups to play most cards in his hand if needed.
Yeah.
Let's see what he feels like
Brian's
doing.
started in a bad position. He might,
It's not a very bad position, but he's definitely not in a comfortable position.
No,
Taking 4
no.
damage, you're in the danger zone where you can't really play with your damage points, your life points that much anymore.
definitely take his time, make the right play here. He's got that Genesis. Is he going to swing with that Genesis? I don't think it's a good idea to swing. But
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
He's
going to go for it. I
Would you do
pitch
the
card.
Behemoth?
I would pitch a card and block. Get it? Because you're going to lose a card anyways.
Correct. Behemoth play would be good.
Right. You're going to lose a card regardless. So you might as well pitch the card and block.
Might as well. I think.
Because Behemoth is going to win.
No, because I think. Okay, so what Brian might be trying to do would be to. Oh, there you go. It's gonna block with Al Cid. And that is enough, actually, to trade.
Right. That's true.
All right. Let's see what Zul gets. He gets even an idea. It would be enough
Don't
to.
see anything in Brian's hand that's going to help him at all. He's looking at 2 Celeste in his hands.
Is he?
I believe so.
Oh, that would be rough. He was like getting that Celeste though.
I think he's looking at 2 Celeste and what looks like a Genesis.
Well, he can replay a Genesis next turn. But will he even survive this
next
turn? Correct. Let's go take a look.
Let's see what Azul's going to do here.
Dragon.
I would pop that dragon and
Use the dragon right now. Activate
Yes.
your Genesis. Activate your Behemoth
activate the.
and attack with everything.
Yep. Pitch a card. And activate both.
I mean, I would attack.
I would pitch the card and activate both, but he's going to get that point of damage regardless.
I would definitely push the card before attacking. Don't want him to block and trade.
Right. Oh, this is looking pretty close here. Brian's out 5 points of damage. If he just... Oh, he's going to take that 6 point.
Probably has something in mind.
And now is when you pop that dragon and attack.
No, I think he's going to play it carefully. He's going to turn the Behemoth and attack. Save the dragon for next turn.
Well, that works too.
I mean, he could
Brian
have done it
has
right
to
now,
do
but I
something
think he's
here.
just playing safe.
He has to block here. Can't block with Celeste. He's got 2 Celestes in his hands. And a Genesis in his hand. I don't know if he's got anything here.
I don't think so. And I don't think that he could deal enough in the backswing in order to win this out.
No, I don't believe you can. He's gonna have to
Alright,
block here.
he does have to block. Behemoth is larger and does not worry about Zidane. I mean, in the case of people were talking about it earlier too, where he could have gone for the win. It's a gamble. I mean, one thing you have to keep in mind is if the guy has a Shiva and somehow can kind of take you out, that's something you're worried about. But at the point where you only add 2 damage, I think you're fine. If I were him, I would definitely have taken the gamble.
I would have taken a gamble
because you're giving him a chance to
right.
hypothetically make a comeback at this point too.
Exactly.
Drawing into, well, if he had something like a Zalera, then it would actually wipe out like half the board. Like in this case,
because
I think he had lethal.
I think he had lethal. I really think he should have just
gone for it.
Correct.
2 cards in hand. There's no way there's 2 emperors because one of them is the damage
zone. And even if he does, make him play it.
Correct.
Make him play that card. And don't give him another turn where he can draw 2 more and have even more options. I would force him to play that card every time if I was in that position.
But hey, he's there on the top table and I'm not, so
that's right.
must have made some right decision along the way.
We're just here commentating on the plays.
Let's see what Brian has in mind. Maybe he has a super secret tech that we don't know about.
Let's see. He's gonna swing. And he's gonna go ahead and ping the Onion Knight. Pitching the Sid Rain.
Oh, and there goes that Onion Knight.
Yep.
But is that going to be enough?
Is it?
You have 1 blocker with Sid Rains. You have a Dragon. You have a Archangel and a Behemoth.
Yep.
That should be enough for lethal.
Well, it looks like it might be. But he does have
6. That's 6. You put a 4.
So crazy. It's so weird too because everyone's watching stuff. He's like teleporting and throwing a sword and like was like a spear. I'm like, dude, how is he fighting?
That's 6 or 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, 6.
Right. But that's like 11. Yeah, there's all kinds of
All right. Looks like we're coming close to the end of this match right here.
Let's see if Brian has anything left to play. Maybe a couple of tricks up his sleeve. If he's able to stabilize this, I would be very surprised. But that would definitely make it interesting. Passing the turn, Azul might just close it out right now.
It looks like he has an opportunity to do so. I would just crack that dragon. There's no reason to hang on to it right now. Just crack that dragon on that Sid Rains and swing.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing just that right now.
There you go.
All right.
Crack that dragon.
So even if
he
Sid Rains, unless he has 2 Shivas or 2 ways to dull or dull forwards on some of his abilities,
bring in another dragon because why not?
just to make sure.
Swing.
And that might be it.
No, he has some cards to play here.
All right, let's take a look. He's got to play it out.
Let's Bahamut that.
Okay. This is 9K. Oh no, it's from forwards only.
From forwards.
Reduction is only from forward damage. That's just some damage.
Swing in with the Behemoth.
Behemoth.
And that's
And
game. There we go. We have our champion here. Azul Viserys takes down the Petit Cup.
Mono Lightning strikes right through all the ice.
Right through all the ice, everybody. It is definitely an amazing match here. We're so proud to be able to bring this to you live, as some of these players and some of these plays that they've been making have been really just an amazing play today. Once again, my name is JT.
And I'm Lawrence.
And we're here at the break zone. We're so happy and so proud to bring you guys all the live coverage of Square Enix's Petit Cup, and we want to give a huge shout out to both Square Enix and Meta Potion for setting up this amazing event, and just a shout out to all the players, everyone who showed up, who played, who put decks together, who just came out and competed. Really, all of you guys are the ones, and girls, all of you guys and girls are the ones who make the scene the way it is. We want to give a huge shout out to you guys and to our viewers who are watching us from wherever it may be. I know some of our viewers are saying it's like 5 a.m. somewhere that they're watching this.
Wow.
We definitely feel the love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing us to bring this awesome event to you guys. And thank you for watching and commenting. Huge shout out to Azul Becerres, who is our Petit Cup winner. He's going to go home with the coveted. He earned it. Coveted trophy. He's going to go home with all that sweet swag, the Kageyama-san's signature on that awesome mat, and everything else that comes with the Petit Cup. Most importantly, the bragging rights. All right, so I think that's awesome. And we're just really happy, and thank you for having us here talking about all these great matches and these great players. It was great to meet everyone today. Before we sign off, one more time, my name is JT.
And I'm Lawrence.
This is the Break Zone. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, give us a thumbs down. Whatever you do, just hit subscribe so you can go ahead and check out the rest of our content and everything else that we do. Once again, we're signing off here at the Petit Cup here in Los Angeles, and thank you again.
Thank you.